Hola and welcome back, Masters and Princesses. I hope you're doing really well today. I'm sure most of you have noticed that I've been taking a little bit of a deeper dive into the older BAND-MAID songs as of late. I don't know if anyone has ever had this feeling before. It's like I want to have the nostalgic feeling of knowing a band before they were super duper popular, right? Like for instance, I'm a huge fan of Ghost. If you don't know Ghost, I would check them out sometime. But I've been listening to Ghost since like day one when they first were a really small band. There's something about being there from the beginnings makes it really like exciting, and what bums me out a little bit is I don't get that opportunity with BAND-MAID, but I feel like I can get to that point a little bit if I dive into their older stuff. So that's partially why I'm doing this, and it's mainly out of curiosity too. So anyway, before we jump in, if you enjoy the channel, please like and subscribe. And if you want to check out more, there's some links down in the description below for my Discord, as well as a link to my Patreon where you can check out extra content, as well as some free content that just naturally gets blocked on YouTube. So let's jump right in. Hold on! I like how I started this video talking about how I don't feel like I have the same level of nostalgia that everyone has. And there's just something about listening to this from the start. It felt like I knew this band. And maybe it's because it immediately sent me back to a time where I was like, the kind of music I listened to when I was in my teens, it just immediately took me back, and I felt like I was like, oh, I'm a kid again. I think the reason why the nostalgia kicked in was because it has a more, and this is not a bad thing, the more basic code that most musicians use to create their music. Everything about this is great, from our intro with the guitar, the drums, like Akane killing it on drums, but like you can still hear Misa moving around the bass, and the way the specific sound we get in the guitar, I don't know how to call, I don't know what that technique is called, but it's like not palm muted, but if any guitarists out there can explain that to me, this would be very helpful. But or is that palm muting? I love that. I just love that intro of doom, 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 and it's like in a halftime feel, and then all of a sudden we get the twice as fast feel, that double time, and a little more aggression. Also, I love the old school look, like their beginnings. This is so cute. Yeah, that double time. It's like hard rock, but punky feelings. Also, Psyche's vocals, with I'm assuming Miko with backup. It's so old school. love that. I love what we just heard right there. But the old school vocals. And then we went back into the halftime. I love that. Hey, hey. Change up in the drums. What's so funny about this song, and maybe people agree with me, maybe not. So the way this song makes me feel, brings me back to all those teenage emotions, where constant highs, constant lows. If you've raised children, I'm sure you guys probably understand what I'm talking about. Like, the way it starts, it's like, it feels like it's going to be emotional, but then it goes into that double time. And then it makes me feel like I'm ready to like thrash into a mosh pit. And then it sets itself up to the chorus where I need to slow down. I need to listen. I need to take a moment to take it all in. This song puts me into an emotional roller coaster. And it's mainly because of how they're approaching each section. I love what this song is doing to me. Like, I feel like I'm a little bit crazy, but hear me out. Also, the change in the second time we have this is really cool when we the drums with what Akane's doing. So that's the little intro, and then this is where I feel like I need to be thrashing because of that double time. And what Kanami's doing sounds so Power Ranger. And then I think I'm gonna go hard, but then and then reflection. See? It sends you into that slow down, NittPicc. I love that. I love that. Return. I can already tell, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, but this is not composed by them, because if it was, I feel like Kanami would have taken a little bit of a longer time on her solo, but the tone quality of that section with her solo, it doesn't matter who wrote the music. Anybody could write anything for BAND-MAID, and even if it wasn't like the kind of style you were expecting or the kind of music you were expecting, you would still get quality content, quality music, because of the high level musicianship that they all have, right? Like it's always going to be like that. So you just have to understand. Yeah, that sounds like the Boys of Summer. Yeah. The tone quality of that guitar solo is one of my favorite sounds. I like the grit on the sound of the electric guitar that Kanami's getting. It's so good. Man, I wish I had more knowledge of like pedals and pedal boards and stuff and like how that works, because I would love to, you know, attach my flute to a pedal board at some point. I know I can do it. I've done it before. I have a small pedal board, but I don't use it for my guitar. I use it for flute. Anyway, keep going. Look at their sweet little faces. Nope. Kanami counter melody. It's so sweet to see them in this beginnings. So, okay, I did notice that Orenji had posted a video a little bit ago about them playing this song at a later date and then now playing it recently. If I'm wrong, if this was composed by BAND-MAID themselves, great, right? But if it's not, I wonder if like Kanami has messed around with it a little bit and kind of tweaked it. Because does that mean that they can tweak their older songs, or is it under another label? But it's neat to see this and hear how far they've come, and this just proves that they can go from 0 to 100. They can go any direction. It doesn't matter. Like, again, I said earlier, they are musicians. They're able to do anything at this point. I'm convinced. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm not talking about music as much in these recent videos. It turns into just me talking about their capabilities and their growth and their history. I promise we will get back to more musical conversations about BAND-MAID. I hope you'll just indulge me on this dive into the past, so that way I can begin to understand more of what they are like now. Even though, like, I understand, I know it's great, I feel like I've missed out on so much, and I just want to get it. I want to know more, you know? We got to do our homework before BAND-MAID ever goes back on a US tour, okay? This is my homework. I wonder how long it will be until I get to see BAND-MAID live in a US tour. Hopefully not too long. Anyway, let's continue the conversation about music. I feel like I didn't talk a lot about music. I was more talking about their capabilities and their abilities through timeline. But I know the BAND-MAID community always has more for me to go back and listen to, you know. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments about Before Yesterday. And as always, I hope you are having a wonderful BAND-MAID Sunday. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.